Hi, my name is Anshav Jain and I am having 18 plus of years of experience in business strategy, business development, business process engineering and digital transformation. I have helped hundreds of global brands to give them benefits worth more than hundreds of millions of dollars every year. I had grown 16 times in just 11 years and became the youngest vice president earning the highest amount of salary at the age of just 34 years. I had then transformed a loss making business of 20 plus centers, 30,000 plus students, and 40 plus team members into a self sustainable 1 million learners plus community, 50,000 plus experts who are spread across 70 countries with a global organic reach of 200 million plus in 140 plus countries. It sounds good, right? No, it is not. It was not easy for me. Believe me, it was very, very tough. You might be thinking that I am very, very lucky and I've got these things just on a golden platter and I would have I've been, probably born with a golden spoon. It wasn't like that. Let me tell you a little background and just try to convert this story and telling you how it was transformed into the situation which I am there today. I have actually studied in a government school in tents. I've seen all the weathers out there in tents and studying over there. I still remember how I used to try to be on the front bench just to be closer to the teacher to understand what they are saying. Because even if you are onto the second or the third bench, you won't even hear what teacher is saying. It was that a big as a problem. We have stayed in a 10 by 10 square feet room. There were five of our family members which were there. From there, I had then, was working for medical entrance examination, and I wasted my 2 academic years and just being left or just being, could not succeed with 1 or 2 marks over there. Then I gave engineering examinations and I was selected in all the top engineering institutes. And then I completed my engineering from the India's one of the India's top five engineering institutes, which is Delhi College of Engineering. And then I got a campus placement. I was the seventh and the last one in my class to get placed. And the job was not engineering, it was corporate sales. I didn't know anything about sales by that time. I didn't know whether it is my career or not, but I took it because I wanted a job. I took that job, I did very well. I became the second topmost performer in just 1 year's time. And then I got an opportunity to work with the world's largest grassroots refinery because I was the only one who got selected for the same among all the three batches of our engineering: my junior batch, my senior batch, and my own batch. And that became a very proud moment for my parents and for myself too. I joined the engineering, but as soon as I reached there, I realized I've done the biggest mistake of my life. It took me 2 years to really take a shift from that manufacturing to back to marketing, where I was supporting from a technical marketing perspective. And then I laid it to a operational excellence journey and eventually became a Lean Six Sigma and PMP professional. That is where my journey grew from there and I became to that level when I was a youngest vice president at the age of just 34 years. Believe me, I still remember that time, October 2013, when the company was not doing well, the recession was going on, and the company asked me to leave because they couldn't afford my salaries. And I was earning the highest amount of salary at that time. I was left with a lot of EMIs burden and with the responsibility of my only daughter and was worried about the future, leading to a lot of personal and professional crisis. Eventually got into depression. It took me almost a year to really revive myself, went to little psychologist and psychiatrist, and eventually, with all those medications and doctor support, I could come back to my senses. I started my venturing into my own business without realizing that there's no mentoring ecosystem available out there, and it was very, very tough. It was so tough that I didn't even know how to start a company, how to name a company, do I go for creating a logos, how do I create a website, How do I start or finding out the business model? And I still remember this story when I was wanting to start into the business ecosystem. One of the MBA asked me, Anshu, what is your business model? Show it to me and I'll tell you whether you'll be successful or not. And I was wondering, what is this business model all about? What does that mean? And frankly, that was my situation. From that journey, or from that moment, I started working on my own thoughts, own businesses. And let me tell you, a little bit, if I go back and fast forward 7, 8 years down the line today, I realized that I have actually tried 21 plus ideas in last 21 plus years and lost 7 plus businesses in 7 plus years. Apart from that, I've also lost 2 crores of rupees, which is around $300,000, which I had kept it for my daughter's future. I had to go back to the jobs to survive financially. It was not tough. I was working parallelly along with the business, along with the job. But the corporate world is not ready for that. They won't allow you to get into that. And it's not right as well. I don't blame them. But it's like if somebody working in my organization as well and on something else, I won't like it. But I had no other option. So I try to manage, do the 12-hour work in jobs every day, and whatever time left, around 6 to 7 hours, I used to spend on my business by waking up early in the morning, going to office, going late in the night, and even working on Saturdays and Sundays. And I have not taken any leaves or holidays for the last 7 years. I had to sacrifice my personal time, family time, and because of that, I have become so lonely in this world because there was no mentor to guide me. I found that over a period of time when I started experiencing that and putting that into practice into my own business, and when I looked back, I realized that there are 4 areas, 7 pillars, and 105 factors with multiple permutation and combinations which can make or break your business. And that's where way back in 2019, I was training on Lean, Six Sigma, and PMP to as my freelancing assignment. And then I realized, why can't I convert the same model into a model which can be helpful for the startups? Even businesses struggle today. Even businesses find it very, very difficult how to survive even after having a large set of large experience, or over a period of time they have set of money as well, and they struggle with the basic set of processes. And that's where my process excellence expertise came into the picture. I did file a patent on end-to-end process in education and career life cycle way back in 2017, and that's how the Bringle evolved. But then 2019 onwards, I started drafting out a strategy or a modules how we could design a unicorn or a billion-dollar business model in 3 to 5 years time. And that's where the Design Your Unicorn was born. Since then, I've actually spoken to 2000 plus experts, entrepreneurs, and investors personally one on one, and have understood from them as well what are the challenges they have faced, what are the learnings we can bring in, and I have consolidated all that into this Design Your Unicorn cohort program. From then, since 2020, when I decided to not go back to the corporate finally and made myself debt free, I started focusing on supporting other entrepreneurs. And that's where, when I started that, we wanted to support solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and business owners to help them sustain, adapt, and scale up their ideas right from an idea to a unicorn in just 3 to 5 years time. And it's a very time bound activity, it's a very time bound workshops which are being done. It's a more hand holding program. It's not a gyan session, it's not just a knowledge sharing sessions. These are all literally hand holding sessions which are being personally monitored by me and the group of other experts which are there with us, whom I have personally selected from 50,000 plus experts who are spread across 70 plus countries. Since then, we have done a 21 days business sustainability challenge series in 2020, which was, basically attended, or I would say, the content was provided by 80 plus speakers from 30 plus countries. And we had around 5,000 plus live entrepreneurs watching that series. Since then, I have done 500 plus WhatsApp trainings, converted into around 120 plus 120 plus 5 days program, which has helped me to reach out to them and help them, those entrepreneurs, much better. And from there, around 40 plus entrepreneurs have taken a 21 days program where I've supported them to make their businesses investable, sustainable, and profitable. And there are around 15 plus startups who have worked with us, and we have supported them to make their businesses self-sustainable within 21 weeks program by helping them into their growth strategy and helping them to raise investments. And now there are 5 plus startups with whom we are working for 21 fortnights and supporting them to now take them from their first check journey to a series, pre-series A or a series A journey together on that. And henceforth, now with this Design Your Unicorn initiative, my objective is to find those super 30 startups whom we are going to invest from our Design Your Unicorn fund and some of the other syndicate funds which we are building up and tying up, who will be investing in these startups and will be taking up their journey towards their $1 billion dream. With this, if you are there with me, if you are the one who are finding the challenge in your business, if you are the one who had been thinking to start something but don't know what to do, you might be working in a corporate, you might be already running a small business, you might be just started some of the product you are launching, but you don't know how to raise funds, you don't know how to become investable, you don't know how to grow sales for your organization. How can you have 10x growth without spending too much of money? Then I think you should join this program. I would really be looking forward for all of you. I have a mission to transform 1 million businesses and getting 100 unicorns out of it. That's what the initiative which I am looking at, and with this initiative we'll be transforming 1 billion lives together. So please come and join this mission and we will make it happen all together. Thank you so much. Looking forward to see you all.